Hi everybody, John Phillips here from JP Mortgages in Batley. I've got Bina JP here. Thanks for coming in today, Bina, from Habitat Sales and Lettings. Great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
We've worked together for many years, and I wanted to really tell my clients about you and your services, what you do, and how you can offer them a good service on sales and lettings. So, in a nutshell, can you just tell us about the services you offer, please, for them people watching?
Yeah, so Habitat Sales and Lettings, we're a fully qualified property mark agency. We offer services from fully managed, so when I say that, I mean from the point where we sign a property up with the landlord, we can advise on what needs to be done under, compliance. So any certificates that need generating,
All the checks.
all the health and safety checks throughout the property we can actually advise on, as well as making sure that the certificates are valid, and also they are up to scratch as well. And then what we do is we have a list of waiting tenants who are fully qualified already.
Right.
However, if not, then what we would do is we would advertise on all the major portals.
Yeah.
And we would make sure that we would reference the tenants thoroughly. So we'd do the ID checks under government rules as well, and then we'd make sure that once they're in, prior to that, we'd make sure we set up all the paperwork correctly.
Yeah.
But then once they're in, we would manage the tenancy and deal with any rent arrears, rent chasing, maintenance issues, and try and make it as smooth as possible
Good
for
process.
the landlord. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, thanks for that. What about if someone comes knocking on my door one morning and says, "You got any properties you want to let? I need a property. Can you find one for them and all that?"
For the landlord or for potential
Someone
investor.
just walking them in at the door.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So if there's an investor, potential investor, or a new person that wants to get into property and they're looking for a property to buy, we would actually help them to find a property as well.
That's great.
As an investment.
Yeah.
However, on the other side of that, if you're asking if there's a person that knocks on the door and says, "I'm looking for a property to let," we would also try and find that potential tenant a property to let as well.
Oh, brilliant. And can you also tell me about your existing customers? Someone who's watching today, someone you've helped out, a bit of a story really, that's happened where you've helped somebody out, where it's gone pear-shaped for them, but you've done something good.
Yeah.
Where the local estate agent wouldn't do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've managed to actually communicate. We had a problem tenant. It wasn't an existing landlord of ours, but we had a landlord saying that they have a problem tenant. We managed to communicate effectively with that tenant. We got them back up to date, and we managed to actually get them in advance, really paying rent.
That's great.
And on time as well.
Wow.
So it's about the relationships as well. Because it's a people business at the end of the day. You are dealing with people's circumstances, and people's circumstances is important to remember that they do change financially as well. So it's really about those relationships that you build.
Oh, thanks for that, Bina. Could you also tell me how you differ from the normal estate agent who does lettings and they charge people a fortune of money, and then you hear these stories in restaurants, they don't do anything for what? How do you differ from the normal estate agent doing the letting? How does Habitat Sales do a better job?
We're cost effective in terms of the
That's
fees.
what it's all about.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially with the interest rates at the moment and profits being eaten into with high interest rates. We're cost effective. We understand, we try our best to understand where the landlord is in terms of the financial position that they're in. Try and cash flow that property as much as possible. So there's a lot of maybe letting estate agents that might not actually think creatively in terms of, well, how can we actually get more money for this property? Can we increase the rents? Have they got any changes in their benefits where we can actually look into where we can start increasing the rents? So I'd say, that's kind of where we differ, and we do really live by our values. We want to make sure that what we say we're going to do, we're going to do.
Good. And how do you look at price compared to, obviously everything's about price and cost and things. How do you compare your services and cost price-wise compared to the estate agent, would you say? Would you say you're significantly cheaper? Would you say?
No, I wouldn't say we're significantly cheaper. There is the price that you pay. You do pay for what you get for what you pay for, right? In most circumstances, well, in every circumstance. But what we do offer is that value. We offer that added value to what we
more hands on with the client.
Absolutely, and more experience as well that we offer.
That's great. Well, Bina, thanks for coming out. Really appreciate you coming in
You're
today.
welcome.
For those of you watching, Bina Patel, can you please tell people your mobile number, please, Bina?
Yeah, Habitat Sales and Lettings. I'll give you my mobile, which is 07957 810 470.
And also your email, please.
Email address is letstalk@habitatsalesandlettings.co.uk.
And finally, your website, please.
Website is www.habitatsalesandlettings.co.uk.
Thanks for watching. You've heard it here first. Bina Patel.